The video opens with a compelling hook, asserting that every morning presents a vital choice that determines the next 24 hours of your life, a choice most people forfeit by immediately checking their phones and letting the world dictate their mood. It explains that the first few minutes after waking represent a golden window, because neuroscience proves your initial thoughts literally rewire your neural pathways, yet most individuals waste this time absorbing stress and social media. By referencing the ancient Greek concept of ataraxia, meaning unshakable tranquility, and the personal journals of Marcus Aurelius, the hook promises a revolutionary method to program the mind for success and unbreakable confidence. These 10 specific mandates are described as battle-tested truths used by generals and entrepreneurs for over 2,000 years to target specific human weaknesses like fear, comparison, and procrastination, ultimately transforming ordinary people into extraordinary versions of themselves. 1. I am responsible for how today feels. This mandate emphasizes claiming power over your responses rather than being an emotional victim of external circumstances like traffic, weather, or other people's behavior. It draws on the wisdom of Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl, who noted that the last human freedom is the ability to choose one's attitude. While you cannot control what happens to you, you have complete control over what happens in you. 2. Nothing can disturb my peace without my permission. You are the gatekeeper of your mental fortress. This declaration reminds you that tranquility is a choice and requires establishing boundaries around your inner world. By finding the sacred space or pause between an event and your reaction, you exercise what Stoics call the discipline of desire, the ability to remain centered despite external turbulence. 3. Today I focus only on what I can control. Based on Epictetus's fundamental principle, this involves dividing life into what is within your power, effort, attitude, actions, and what is not, the past, others' opinions, the economy. The video suggests a circle of control exercise. 90% focus on things you control completely. 10% focus on things you influence partially. 0% focus on things you cannot control at all. 4. My worth is not measured by today's outcomes. This principle separates your identity from your productivity or achievements. Using the Stoic concept of preferred indifference, you can prefer success, like getting a job, while recognizing that failing to achieve it does not decrease your inherent value. Seneca's life, marked by wealth, exile, and eventually forced suicide, serves as a reminder that external achievements are temporary, but inner worth is eternal. 5. I will act, not just intend. This focuses on closing the gap between thinking and doing. Virtue, in Stoicism, is defined as action. It is not enough to simply understand wisdom, one must live it. The goal is to develop an implementation intention, which connects specific goals directly to behavior rather than vague plans. 6. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. Difficulties are viewed as training exercises designed to build character. This perspective is illustrated by Admiral James Stockdale, who survived 7 years as a prisoner of war by confronting brutal reality while maintaining faith that he would prevail. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. 7. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. Comparison is described as the thief of joy and a destroyer of progress. In the age of social media, people often compare their behind-the-scenes reality to others' curated highlight reels. This mandate encourages you to run your own race, acknowledging that everyone has different starting points and definitions of success. 8. I choose discipline over motivation. Motivation is viewed as temporary and unpredictable, like the weather, whereas discipline is a consistent muscle that works regardless of how you feel. The example of Cato the Younger, who walked barefoot in winter to strengthen his resolve, shows that greatness comes from divorcing actions from feelings and marrying them to values instead. 9. Gratitude will shape how I see the day. Gratitude is the lens that transforms ordinary moments into abundance. Stoics practiced negative visualization, imagining the loss of things they currently have, to deepen their appreciation for them. This practice shifts focus from what is missing to the miracles that already exist, such as a beating heart or access to clean water. 10. I will end the day better than I started. This final principle focuses on the compound effect of 1% daily improvement. Seneca practiced an evening ritual of reviewing his day to identify wounds healed or failings resisted. By extracting wisdom from mistakes and practicing intentional growth, even a terrible day becomes raw material for future success. Thanks for watching our video. Like, share, comment. Also subscribe our channel.